In this lecture, I will cover capacitor and capacitance, and I have worked a lot on the homemade capacitors, so I have a good experience of capacitors and how they behave. Like this, for example, is also a capacitor. It works like a capacitor. I made another one. It works like a capacitor. And I made another one very interesting. This also works like a capacitor. What is common between these instruments or the electrical parts which I have shown to you? The common aspect of all these is that if you look at this thing inside, you find there is a conducting sheet here, there is a conducting sheet outside, there is a gap between the two, and this gap is filled by this plastic. Plastic is an insulator. Now, what does this have? This has aluminum sheets rolled together, but aluminum sheets are not touching. One aluminum sheet, then there is another aluminum sheet, and in between them, I have put a transparency which is in between the aluminum sheets, which works like an insulator and also a dielectric. So, dielectric word which will come in your class 12 course is nothing but an insulator. Air is also an insulator, but up to a point, because air also starts conducting if the voltage becomes very high, the electric field is very high. So capacitance is a physical property of the two conductors. There are two conductors, they can be of any shape. You can have a spherical conductor, you can have two plates, you can have a cylindrical conductor. This is very interesting. I used it with my Tesla coil, it gave good results. Isn't it interesting? A plastic bottle with two sheets works in the works for in functioning of an electrical system. So that's the beauty of capacitor. Now let me take two conductors and they are charged plus here, and these are minus here. Maybe I connected them to some supply, and this is how charge has flown to them, and there is an equal opposite charge, Q plus Q and minus Q. And suppose there is a medium in between. This can be air or can be anything. I call it dielectric. Even air behaves like a dielectric. So it can be even water, it can be glass, it can be plastic, it can be nylon, it can be various types of materials are there which are put between the two conductors. So to have a capacitor, you need two conductors. You can have capacitor with a single conductor also. A single sphere which is charged and it is in space, it is isolated, also functions as a capacitor in reference to ground. That's important. So it is not necessary that you have two conductors. Single conductor at a very high voltage, reference to ground, also behaves like a capacitor. And in fact, our body, when we get shock near a very high voltage system, the air in between the high voltage system and the person who is standing there starts conducting. So there is a breakdown of the capacitance. So something called breakdowns of the capacitance, you will learn the term breakdown, you will learn the term charge holding capacity, which is very important. Charge holding capacity. How much charge it can hold. That is the main aspect of the capacitor. Now suppose, let me take a very simple case to explain. Let me take a very pointed object, and I have shown in the corona discharge chapter also. At a very high, there is a very high charge density is very high here, we know that charge density is high at the pointed objects. And there is another pointed object here, so there is an by induction equal and opposite charge. And the charge here is such that it produces electric field which is greater than 3 into 10 to the power 6 volt per meter. Here the air will ionize. Otherwise, if it is less than this, air will not ionize. So it will behave like a capacitor. This gap will behave like a capacitor, two conductors, opposite charge. There is a medium in between, and the medium should not ionize. Till such time it is not ionized, it is not conducting. So it should hold charge and it should not conduct. So here, how can you improve the capacitance? I can improve the capacitance by changing the shape. If I make it round like this, and say I make it a plate like this, I further make it a plate like this. Now the charge density is reduced because the charge density is high at the sharper objects. I reduce all the sharp objects. This is how I make it. I make it round like this, round like this. Now the charge density is reduced, electric field is reduced, and now the electric field is less than this breakdown of the air, dielectric breakdown of the air. It can hold the charge, it will not conduct. So it is holding the charge, it is not conducting, it behaves as a capacitor. But moment I change its physical properties, it no more behaves like a capacitor. So there is something called the shape of the conductors which also determine the capacitance. Now suppose I return to the original position of these two very sharp objects, plus sigma, minus sigma, and in between I somehow make an arrangement, airtight, I fill with some oil and it is airtight. Or I make a powder of some plastic and compress it, and I make a dielectric of this shape. These are the conductors, and I make a dielectric. I put it here and make it airtight. No air pocket is there, air doesn't come. So there is a dielectric here. So in this situation, I can even exceed E greater than 3 into 10 to the power 6. Means the charges which were potentially held initially in absence of dielectric, I can hold more charge because this dielectric will not break down at this voltage. It will have a higher breakdown voltage. Each dielectric, each insulator has its own property. Like glass will break down at a higher voltage, plastic as compared to air. There are different values you will find in the book. So what does I do? What do? I can modify the charge holding capacity either by changing the shape or by changing the medium or by doing both. And what do I get as a result? I hold the charge and I don't conduct, and I behave as a capacitor, and the charge holding capacity is capacitance. Now let us come back to the basic definition. These two conductors will have an electric field. Let this be conductor 1, this be conductor 2. It will have potential V1, it will have potential V2. There is a potential at infinity which is 0. So it is V1 minus V infinity, it is V2 minus V infinity, and between these two it is V1 minus V2 is the potential difference between these two. Now this electric field is proportional to the charge, and potential difference will depend on the electric field, will also depend on the distance, because dV is how much? Minus E dot dr. So potential difference will be determined by the distance between these two, and electric field is determined by the charge. Now what do is we see that the ratio between we have Q is equal to CV is the value of capacitance. We find that Q upon V is equal to C, which is here it means capacitance, but I write as constant. Constant for a given value of, for a given arrangement, means given shape, given distance, and given medium. I don't change the medium between the two. I don't change the Q between the two. I don't change the shape of the two. Then I find Q upon V is constant, and this is the capacitance. This is the property of an arrangement. There are multiple factors which are involved. And what are those multiple factors? Let us derive the formula for that. A simple formula for parallel plates. Let us take two parallel plates and let there be air in between. And this is now plus Q, this is minus Q. And when we show plates, let me draw plates like this. These are plates, so plus 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 charge will be on this and minus 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 here. So this is plus sigma charge density, and here it is minus sigma. These are the charge density, which is Q upon A, and this is equal to minus Q upon A. Important point to note is these are two sheets. These surfaces behave like two thin sheets. An electric field due to thin sheet is sigma upon twice epsilon naught. And this again, because it is positive, so electric field is going out, and it is negative. Negative, I stand like this, electric field is coming towards me. So it is sigma upon twice E0 in epsilon naught in this direction. So the net electric field total inside is sigma upon twice epsilon naught plus sigma upon twice epsilon naught because of two sheets. Please note, when there are two equal and opposite charges, you get two sheets of opposite charges. It is different from a situation, same plate. Had you isolated this plate and given a charge Q, you have charge density on both the sides. And there you have electric field. Sigma dash is the charge density here, sigma dash upon epsilon naught, because both these produce the electric field. But when you are talking about capacitor, you have to take sigma upon twice E epsilon naught, because there is only one sheet here on this conductor. In isolated you have two sheets. A thick conductor, isolated you have two sheets, but in capacitor the whole charge goes to one surface. Here the whole charge comes to one surface, so there are two sheets. That is the right sigma upon twice epsilon naught. I add these two, I get sigma upon epsilon naught is the electric field, or I write Q upon A epsilon naught. What is the potential difference between the two? So potential difference I write as V is E into the distance between the two plates, let D be the distance, into D, which is Q D upon A epsilon naught is potential difference between the two plates, and Q upon V is constant. So Q upon V I write like this. There I just rearrange it. So A epsilon naught upon D is equal to Q upon V, which is a constant for a given arrangement, and this gives you the capacitance. So A epsilon naught upon D is the capacitor of the parallel plates with air in between. And if you put a medium, the permittivity, it is for air, then you have to use permittivity for the medium, which is, for medium's permittivity is K times epsilon naught, where K is the dielectric constant. So I write K epsilon naught A upon D is when you put a medium, and you see that since K is greater than 1, is more in case of plastic than the air, so the capacitance gets you can increase the capacitance by adding a dielectric between the two. Dielectric also helps you to maintain a distance between the two plates, otherwise these two plates will come together. So dielectric is required to separate the plates. It also helps you to give a higher capacitance. So you can, subsequent lectures we can cover the other situations of the capacitor, but this is the very basic part of the capacitance.